Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Future Dimensions 360. In our last tutorial, we had talked about the differences between functional component and class-based components. Before moving to JSX, let's talk about hooks a bit. In 2018, in the React conference, the React developer they had launched a very good feature for functional-based components named as hooks. So cool new feature is normally like what class based component we had understand in our last video are those who maintain states, like they can maintain their states, they can maintain a private data within the component. So that feature is available with functional component as well since 2018 with the help of hooks. Sorry, you can maintain any kind of state by using hooks in the functional. As much longer or as much complex it is, it doesn't matter. So last in the last video we had discussed about the differences between functional component and class based component. Let's move ahead and let me show you about the hooks release. As you can see in 2018 in 16.7.0 alpha release of React, the hooks came into the release publicly. So you can import the hooks and you can use them by managing any kind of state. In regarding hooks, we will be having a complete series later on at the end of this tutorial series. So let me let me summarize one thing. In functional component, we had said that functional components are stateless components, but now, as with the help of hooks, we can maintain a states in a functional component. So similarly, functional component can maintain a class lifecycle as well by using hooks. So now there is no difference between functional component and class component. You can maintain a rich functionality by using functional component as well with the help of hooks. So there are couple of plus points with functional components are those that you can get rid of this keyword by using functional component. You can get rid of complex coding and architecture for your projects or for your applications. So it's very easy, very normal. You can go on with functional component for your entire application without using a class component. You can go on with the full-fledged fully functional complex UI invoking state. Let me move ahead and tell you what React brings. When React launched hooks into the market, there is no breaking changes in the existing code. Completely opt-in and 100% backward compatible. That means, like, for example, you are having a project and you are having almost 20, you can say 200 or 300 class based components available in the project. Anytime you had decided to move on to React functional component with hooks, you can change your programming technique from class based component to functional component anytime. It's completely compatible. Your project will still work as it is without any changes. Your old component will work as it is without any changing. Your functional component and React hooks are fully compatible. Your old class lifecycle and class based components. By all the learners will have one question at that time will be in mind, that if functional components are very clear, very easy in managing state, then why I had focused in my last video on class based components. So the main reason for telling you about class based components is class lifecycle and managing the states, managing the complex states, you can say. Once you guys will understand the class based lifecycle and complex hooks, it will be very easier for you to understand the hooks and functional component, and you can deal with complex states very easily. So I will recommend you to first learn class based component, the class lifecycle, their states. Later on you can go on to hooks and functional component. It will be much better and you will be achieving a good functionality by using this technique. You will learn very fast and you can understand more better. There are two types of components, as you can see, functional components and class components. Now both of them, as per now, both of them are stateful components using state, lifecycle method and this binding. In class you can use lifecycle method with this binding, but in functional component you can use states directly by using hooks. After understanding state, event binding and lifecycle hook is as components. So after you understand the hooks and states, it's similar to each other. I will recommend you to go on with the functional components, that pretty easy to understand and fast to code. That's it for today's tutorial. I hope you guys like it. Inshallah, we will be meeting soon in the next video for JSX. Please don't forget to subscribe and like our channel. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.